I want to appeal to you, anywhere I find the opportunity to talk or speak, what we are doing as a government principally involves a reform. We're trying to introduce some cardinal changes that will bring the kind of result that will make all of us happy in the state. So for you pensioners whose monthly allowances were delayed because of the automation and verification exercise, I want to commend you and tell you not to cry, because it's better to get it right and not suffer you than tomorrow we continue to model up in the hands of few people who decided to manipulate our salary and pension system. For those workers too, whose salaries were delayed because of the automation and verification, I want to also commend you for your patience and appeal to you that it has been done. As long as you have been verified and paid, your salary is now automated. So never again will it be delayed for any reason. For those who have not received their salaries, there are two reasons why you have not received their salaries. Either because you are using a microfinance bank that has no BVN, which we are now working out ways of either getting you to go to a commercial bank that is in the clearing house, or see what we can do on the interim to manage the analog voucher system to pay, while hoping that the microfinance bank will get the authorization of Central Bank of Nigeria to begin to issue BVN. Your money is with us if you have been verified, but because we cannot pay manually anymore, the money cannot get to you. So between now and 2-3 days coming, I've directed the Accountant General to meet again with the owners of microfinance bank and see how they can work out a mutually acceptable position to get that issue resolved. So those of you who decided to increase your salaries on your own, who know that a level 10 officer whose, for instance, his salary is 100,000 or 120, but went behind to collude with the accounts department and started receiving salaries of 300, 400,000. We have computed what you collected in the past, and we will sit down with you to discuss how you will pay back those monies, because it is not good to enjoy process of fraud, and we may be charging some people to court. And to those of you at the local government who promoted yourselves without due process, who went and moved the salary from grade level 10 to 14, 15, and 16, without approval of the Local Government Service Commission, without the involvement of local government authority. You did this fraudulently because the regulatory framework did not allow for proper checks and balances in the past. Now that we have introduced a checking mechanism for monitoring government finances and payments, and some of them, the monies are running into millions of naira. Some of you who have also decided to investigate you. We have seen how one civil servant that has 7 buildings in Owerri, 7 filling stations in Owerri, all process of fraud, manipulation of our salary payroll system. We will seize those properties to recover our monies, and then we'll either get you to face the law, or you choose how you will repent and follow the Lord. So those are the few things. I don't want anybody to be in doubt whether we have money to pay salaries. We have money to pay salaries. But we can only pay salaries to those who are entitled to salaries. There are some of you who are not health workers, who are not agric workers, who because of the professional allowances that are being paid to only medical doctors, laboratory technologists, and nurses. You went to local government and now you change your status from a secretary to a doctor, or from an admin person to a nurse. And now you begin to receive monies that are meant for medical workers, which the policy did not allow or see medical workers to be up to 1,000 or 5,000. Now, 75% of the staff strength at the local government level is now either medical worker or agric worker. Where even those working with the laundry department are now medical workers. Those working at the canteen are now medical workers, eating deep into the monies of government. And these medical workers at the local government are earning 400 and something thousand, 300 and something thousand. Yet there is no one clinic working in that local government. The people are not benefiting. Those who call themselves agric workers, there is not even one poultry is working in all these local governments. And yet government is paying through their nose. So we just have to get these things to right. We cannot fold our hands, watch few people destroy our system, and then consider themselves as rich and wealthy, when in all honesty they are very poor, fraudulent people. So we are going to continue the automation, and that is the only solution. And the whole world all over, what they are talking about now is automation, automation, and automation. We cannot be different. So a little patience, because every system, there must be things that are not perfect in them. So as we upload you and your name was not captured, just come back with your legitimate complaint. We have agreed with the Nigerian Labour Congress and Nigerian Union of Pensioners in Imo State. If you know your name was not captured and in your heart of hearts you are convinced that you are a worker, take your particulars to this secretariat. If you are a pensioner who didn't receive your money, take your particulars to your union. Explain to them why you are a pensioner and you are not paid. If we look at it and there is merit in what you are saying, you will be listed and you will be paid. But if there is no merit, we will drop you. So in every system, you must have some error. But what we are doing now is better than what we did before, or what was happening in the state before. And there is nothing that will make us change, because that is the only way to bring our people out. We need to have hospitals at the local government. We need to have the schools to work at the local government. We need to have good and quality roads, both at the state and at the local government. So we are determined to change the place. We are determined also, if we have 10,000 workers in a place, we want to make sure that 10,000 workers that will be paid at the end of the month. Not having 50,000 workers and at the end of the month nobody is paid. Now, some of you in the primary schools program, well, you claim you have 20,000 teachers and we have only 1,000 schools. And no teacher, we have not seen any teacher. In some local government, you go to a primary school, only 2 teachers, and they're not able to cook. Meanwhile, government is paying 20,000 teachers. In some school, they wrote in the document 2 schools in so village. You get to that village, only 1 school or 2 schools. So we need to do a proper audit to know the number of schools we have, to know the staff strength we have, to know whether the quality of education we need to deliver to the people is what is being delivered. So these are the things, and you know, politics is about the people. Whether you like my face or you don't like my face, look at what I do, whether they are correct things or not. It is not enough to call names and say all sorts of things. So traditional rulers, I want you people to help us, because every community, every traditional ruler knows how many schools that are working in his community. Every traditional ruler should even know how many schools, how many teachers in a particular primary school. So these are the kind of things we need to work hand in hand with traditional institutions, with the very important leaders communities, to make sure the system we put in place will be a system that is functional and efficient. At the end of the day, we will not be like other states. It's not magic. It's just for us to agree that we want to begin to do things right. You put somebody to man pension desk at the office of head of service. Now he will build one filling station in Okigwe. He will build another filling station in Mbudi. He will build another filling station in Owerri with pensioners' money. That is not the right thing. So between me and my God, I think what I asked and told God before I came is that if you give me this position, I will use it to serve you and do things right. And I don't want any pressure that will make me change, because my witness is my God, and what I do is to please Him and to serve you better. Ndewono.